Today, 14th Wednesday, January 2026, football predictions and tips. Wolfsburg versus St. Pauli from German Bundesliga. Correct score, 2-1 win to Wolfsburg. Best tip is Wolfsburg win or draw at 1.27 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Wolfsburg to at least score one goal at 1.17 odds. Next, Köln versus Bayern Munich from German Bundesliga. Correct score, 3-1 win to Bayern Munich. Best tip is Bayern Munich to win at 1.26 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Bayern to at least score 2 goals at 1.17 odds. Next, Hoffenheim versus Borussia Mönchengladbach from German Bundesliga. Correct score, 2-2 draw. Best tip is both teams to score at 1.56 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is over 1.5 goals at 1.17 odds. Next, RB Leipzig versus Freiburg from German Bundesliga. Correct score, 2-1 win to RB Leipzig. Best tip is RB Leipzig to win or draw at 1.24 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is RB Leipzig to at least score 1 goal at 1.10 odds. Next, Napoli versus Parma from Italian Serie A. Correct score, 2-0 win to Napoli. Best tip is Napoli to win at 1.35 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is second half over 0.5 goals at 1.22 odds. Next, Inter Milan versus Lecce from Italian Serie A. Correct score, 3-0 win to Inter Milan. Best tip is Inter Milan to win and over 1.5 goals at 1.24 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is over 7.5 corners at 1.30 odds. Next, Al Ahly versus Al Tawaan from Saudi Pro League. Correct score, 2-1 win to Al Ahly. Best tip is over 1.5 goals at 1.21 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Al Ahly to at least score 1 goal at 1.11 odds. Next, Al-Shabaab versus NEOM from Saudi Kings Cup. Correct score, 2-0 win to Al-Shabaab. Best tip is Al-Shabaab to at least score 1 goal at 1.30 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Al-Shabaab to win or draw at 1.49 odds. Next, Al-Qadsiya versus Al-Fayha from Saudi Pro League. Correct score, 1-1 draw. Best tip is under 4.5 goals at 1.13 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is under 3.5 goals at 1.37 odds. Next, Chelsea versus Arsenal from English League Cup. Correct score, 2-2 draw. Best tip is over 1.5 goals at 1.25 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Arsenal to at least score 1 goal at 1.22 odds. Next, Albacete versus Real Madrid from Spanish Copa del Rey. Correct score, 3-0 win to Real Madrid. Best tip is Real Madrid to win at 1.21 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Real Madrid to at least score 2 goals at 1.24 odds. Next, Real Betis versus Elche from Spanish Copa del Rey. Correct score, 2-0 win to Real Betis. Best tip is Real Betis to win or draw at 1.17 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Real Betis to at least score 1 goal at 1.11 odds. Next, Deportivo Alavés versus Rayo Vallecano from Spanish Copa del Rey. Correct score, 1-0 win to Alavés. Best tip is under 3.5 goals at 1.13 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Alavés to win or draw no bet at 1.38 odds. Next, Senegal versus Egypt from AFCON. Correct score, 1-1 draw. Best tip is Senegal to at least score 1 goal at 1.31 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Senegal to win or draw at 1.27 odds. Next, Nigeria versus Morocco from AFCON. Correct score, 2-1 win to Morocco. Best tip is Morocco to at least score 1 goal at 1.27 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is over 1.5 goals at 1.43 odds. Thanks guys for watching to the end. Just choose your best 5 tips and invest.